Rebecca Colecraft is Divisional Chair of the NCCE Staff Union. She's joining us on the line. Madam, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Umaru. Good evening.
Good evening. What has forced you, civic educators, to decide to go on strike? I mean, you would be the last people who would expect to, leave your jobs, because you have to teach us how to know our rights, how to defend ourselves, and also how to vote wisely. Now that you have left and on strike, why? What happened?
Okay, thank you so much, Umaru, and good evening to your listeners. As you rightly said, we educate people on their civic rights, and especially in this political season, how citizens are to comport themselves during the elections, after the elections, and so on and so forth. Yes, so for us, you know that we are very peaceful, loving people. We love the work we do. But to hear us go on strike at this point means that we have been pushed to the wall, and we no longer cannot breathe. And that is why we are crying out.
What are the things that government, and I believe it's government that pays you, so what are the issues that you're expecting to be resolved? Which issues are not being resolved? And how long has this been for?
So the issues we are just asking for is increase to our institution-specific allowances. The last time our institution-specific allowances saw any increase was in 2019, 5 years down the line. We have seen increases to our sister sector institutions, but we have not received any increase to our institution-specific allowance since 2019. We sent our proposals through our mother union, the Public Services Workers Union, to Fair Wages and Salaries Commission in May 2023. Upon constant calls and reminders, Fair Wages finally decided to come to the table to hear us on the 6th of May 2024. 12 whole months. And it wasn't as if inflation was halted for 12 months for NCCE staff. It wasn't as if we're not going to the same market. It wasn't as if our purchasing power was constantly being eroded. But we still kept quiet. We kept the faith, and we still continued to work despite the difficulties and the challenges. On the 23rd of July, that is over a month after the Fair Wages has met us on the 6th of May, the rules of engagement was finally signed and the negotiations commenced. They adjourned the meeting to 1st August 2024. On the 31st of July 2024, they wrote that they are postponing the 1st August meeting. So on the 1st of August, which was a Thursday 2024, there was no meeting whatsoever between us and Fair Wages, as their statements they brought out purported to. We only met on the 4th of September, and that was with constant reminders and calls before they came to meet us on the 4th of September with a very ridiculous explanation that because of IMF conditionalities, they are unable to grant our request to increase our allowances. We are in this country where other institutions or other public sector civil service workers have seen increases to their specific allowances. You tell us you cannot grant us new allowances. Even the existing ones, you cannot increase it. What have we done?
Madam,
we have constantly suffered in silence. And so at this time, we are at a breaking point. We are tired, and we are asking the government to listen to us.
Madam, you don't look like a group of workers that can hold the government to ransom. If organized labor makes a demand, of course, the government will ask. Teachers, doctors. But civic educators, you're on strike. Are you sure you can really threaten them? You have a bargaining certificate, yes, you are a union, but are you really the group that can scare the government to act? Perhaps that's why nothing has been happening. Maybe you are not considered that worthy of being a problem?
Well, for the past 30 years, we have enjoyed peaceful democratic dispensation because the NCCE has constantly been on its toes to ensure that our democracy is where it is. So if you regard us as a constitutional body, if we are not regarded, then you just want to tell me that the Constitution of Ghana is also not to be regarded because we are a constitutional body. Touch wood. There are individuals, human beings working in NCCE, citizens of Ghana with children, with families working in NCCE. They don't matter. They shouldn't be regarded. Are they also second-class citizens or they are aliens?
Well, is there a meeting scheduled with the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission?
Not yet. We are yet to hear from them.
Very well. Thank you for speaking to us, and we pray that you get some success out of this.
I'm grateful. Thank you.
Rebecca Colcraft. She is Divisional Chairperson of the National Commission for Civic Education Staff Union. This is how we